Hey everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to today's video. So today is the first video of the back to school series. I decided to do my everyday kind of makeup for school. It's really quick, really simple, really easy, as you can probably tell by the length of this video. Really simple, all drugstore products, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Excuse my hair, it's about 100 degrees. This is the first day I've actually been able to film this video without it going all patchy, so we're gonna pray it stayed on. It's lovely, all the products are amazing, I love them all, and yeah, let's get into the video. So as you can see, my skin is really oily at the moment. It's because of the sun. I've got a little spot here from how hot it's been, but to prime I'm literally just going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus face primer. This is the matte one. I quite like this. I've used it for a while now and I do think it does keep my skin matte in the places that I want it matte. I don't even think it would go matte, it's just like it keeps makeup on rather than matte as such. It doesn't turn my foundation matte or anything. But I literally just smooth this all over my face. My face is already moisturised and stuff. By the way, I used my Clean and Clear moisturiser just because that's the moisturiser I use when my skin is oily, because it doesn't add too much to the skin. This is a really quick and simple, by the way, so this really isn't going to take long at all. Excuse my hair, it's boiling. I'm filming this on a day where I'm not sweating as much as I was previously. It's literally been the hottest week I can remember. That's why my hair's up. It's curly, it's frizzy. I am really excited for this back to school series, by the way. I watch it every year on people's channels. I just want to do my own so badly. For foundation, the foundation I'm going to use is the Revlon Colour Stay. I love this. I used this all through high school and I love it. The foundation I used last year was the Revolution Concealer Fine, but I literally have none left. So I'll probably need to repurchase that because I love it. I just think it's great. Quick, easy to blend, and it's full coverage. This isn't full coverage as such, but it just adds a nice layer and it just looks nice on the skin. I just blend that in with this brush. I find that when I'm at school, I find that it's easier to get my foundation in with a brush rather than a beauty blender, because sometimes last year, because I had to leave so early in the morning, hopefully this year I will be driving, but last year I literally was on the bus at 7:15. So I used to just bring a brush rather than bring a wet sponge in my bag. As you can imagine, that is not ideal. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, by the way. I always hate it when YouTubers don't tell you what brushes they're using, because all the time they're using these great brushes, but this is just the Real Techniques. Real Techniques brushes are my favourite. My shade in the foundation, by the way, is 150 Buff. It's just a really pale nude ivory kind of colour. For concealer, the only concealer I find will last on my under eyes all day while I'm at school is the Collection Lasting Perfection. Literally £4, and you really cannot go wrong. So I just put this on any blemishes, but I'm going to put this on the back of my hand before I put on my blemish because it is definitely active. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the same brush, going underneath my eyes first. I usually dab and then kind of sweep over at the end. I find that dabbing it really packs the product underneath my eyes. Sometimes I even skip concealer, or I'll skip foundation and just use concealer. I just find that when I'm at school I don't need to look fabulous or all this makeup on my face, but sometimes it's nice, and most days I will, especially if I'm working in the salon, because I do hairdressing. If you guys didn't already know, I do hairdressing as an A-level, and obviously I have to be face to face with clients and stuff. So if I am in the salon, I definitely will be wearing makeup just so you look presentable, because it's one of the things you actually get marked on. I set it in place. I always use my Rimmel Stay Matte. I just find that it works the best, keeps on all day. I can use it all over my face. I don't go for any fancy powders under my eyes to bake or anything. Literally just swirl my brush on this. This is a Real Techniques Point XL brush, and I just dab this all over my face. When you're putting powder on, don't swipe it on your face, because sometimes it will lift the foundation up. So just pat it and then it will all matte down. I love this powder. I just find, yeah, it works the best, better than any other powder, and I'm pretty sure it's about £3. I do stick to kind of drugstore makeup and like not my best makeup when I'm going to school, because I don't like want to use all my best makeup because it's every day, so I tend to go for my good makeup but not my best makeup, or my like higher makeup. I usually go for my drugstore makeup. You can see my skin is now like completely matte, and if you don't like it, you can obviously just put it in the places where you get oily, but I do like to put it all over my face when I'm at school because that way I know nothing is going to move. When I'm going to school, obviously I don't have time to mess around, make my eyebrows look perfect or use a pomade and a brush, so I usually just use my Soap and Glory Brow Archery, or use my Precisely My Brow by Benefit. What I've been doing recently is, because I prefer a fluffier brow at school, like I don't want it to be too much, I pushed them all up like so, and then I take the other side, which is like a really nice like thin nib, and I go underneath my brow and fill in any sparse areas, because I have quite a few sparse areas like underneath, and then I carry on. And what I like about this is it's not too harsh, and it definitely makes you look like you've got like a natural brow rather than like a really full brow. That is literally all I would do for my brows. As you can see, it's a lot fuller, a lot more like shaped up, and I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I will then, if I need to, set it in place, but because I put the setter on, you don't really need to. And then when I'm in school, I don't really use like 100,000 like blushes and bronzer. I will literally just use a bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Paris Back to Bronze bronzer. It's really light, not too light though, adds a colour, but it's quite natural, which I really like for those school days. Just add a bit of colour and definition to the face, but not too much like I would if I was wearing like a proper full face of makeup. Full glam. I will then just add a tiny amount of highlighter. I usually carry this one just because it's the smallest one I have. This is the Bourjois Le Petit Strober. And I literally just use that on a little brush and then just put that on the high points of my cheeks. It's really natural and like really compact and small, so it fits in my school makeup bag really easily. And as you can see, it actually has a really nice glow. I just put that on the high points of my face like I would normally. For mascara, the one I reach for the most is definitely my Lash Sensational, just because it's the best. It does a job, it's really cheap, really cheerful. I just coat my lashes in this, not too much, but enough so my eyelashes look super long and super thick. I always put it on my bottom lashes as well, by the way, just because I find it makes me look more awake, especially at school when like you've been up since 6 and you just want to look awake. Lip product I will always use without fail during the day and before I get to school and stuff is the Vaseline. This is the Ex Danny Dyer collection. This is the lip shot, glossy lip shot. I love this. I think it's great. It's really glossy, really moisturising as well. And if I'm really feeling spontaneous, I'll put like a matte lipstick on or a lip liner and just blend it in with this. And yeah, but today I'm just going to put this on because most days I will just put this on my lips. And also, I don't find I need to set this in place because of the powder. The powder is great, honestly, it keeps it in all day, so I don't set it in place or anything. That is all for today's video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you do want to see more of these back to school videos, then please do subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you very, very soon with another video. Bye, guys.